Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Abu Hurairah narrated that the Messenger of Allah, s.a.w., said, "When time draws near, the dreams of a believer will hardly ever fail to come true, and the most truthful of them in dreams will be the truest in speech among them. The dream of a Muslim is a portion among the 46 portions of prophethood. And dreams are of three types. The righteous dream, which is good news from Allah, dreams in which the shaitan frightens someone, and dreams about something that has happened to the man himself. So when one of you sees what he dislikes, then he should get up and spit, and not tell any of the people he said, 'And I like the fetters in a dream while I dislike the iron collar.' And the interpretation of fetters is being firm in the religion." Jami atTirmidhi 2270 Reference 34 Hadith 1. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Ubadah bin as-Samit narrated that the Prophet, s.a.w., said, "The dreams of the believer are a portion of the 46 portions of prophethood." Jami atTirmidhi 2271 Reference 34 Hadith 2. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Anas bin Malik narrated, "The Messenger of Allah, s.a.w., said, Indeed messengership and prophethood have been terminated, so there shall be no messenger after me, nor a prophet." He, Anas, said, "The people were concerned about that, so he, s.a.w., said, But there will be mubashirat. So they said, O Messenger of Allah, what is mubashirat? He said, The Muslim's dreams, for it is a portion of the portions of prophethood. Jami atTirmidhi 2272 Reference 34 Hadith 3. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Atta bin Yasar narrated from a man among the inhabitants of Egypt who said, I asked Abu ad-Darda about the saying of Allah, Most High. For them are glad tidings in the life of the present world. So he said, No one other than you asked me about it, except for one man, since I asked the Messenger of Allah, s.a.w. He said, No one other than you has asked me about it since it was revealed. This ayah refers to the righteous dreams which the Muslim sees or which are seen about him. Jami atTirmidhi 2273 Reference 34 Hadith 4. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Abu Sa'id narrated that the Prophet, s.a.w., said, The most truthful of dreams are in the last hours of the night. Jami atTirmidhi 2274 Reference 34 Hadith 5. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. It is narrated from Ubadah bin as-Samit, who said, I asked the Messenger of Allah, s.a.w., about for them are glad tidings in the life of the present world. He said, This refers to the righteous dreams which the Muslim sees or which are seen about him. Jami atTirmidhi 2275 Reference 34 Hadith 6. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Abdullah narrated that the Prophet, s.a.w., said, Whoever saw me in a dream while sleeping, then he has indeed seen me. For indeed the shaitan cannot resemble me. Jami atTirmidhi 2276 Reference 34 Hadith 7. Jami atTirmidhi Chapters on Dreams. Abu Qatada narrated that the Messenger of Allah, s.a.w., said, Dreams are from Allah and Hulam are from shaitan. So when one of you sees something that bothers him, then let him spit on his left 3 times, and let him seek refuge in Allah from its evil. Then it will not harm him. Jami atTirmidhi 2277 Reference 34 Hadith 8. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Waqi bin Yudus narrated that Abu Razin al-Uqayli said, "The Messenger of Allah, S.A.W., said, the believer's dreams are a portion of the 40 portions of prophethood. And it is, as if it is, on the leg of a bird, as long as it is not spoken of. But when it is spoken of it drops. I think he said, and it should not be discussed except with an intelligent one or a beloved one." Jami atTirmidhi 2278 Reference 34 Hadith 9. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Waqi bin Yudus narrated from Abu Razin that the Prophet, S.A.W., said, "The Muslim's dreams are a portion of the 46 portions of prophethood. And it is, as if it is, on the leg of a bird, as long as it is not spoken of. But when it is spoken of it falls." Jami atTirmidhi 2279 Reference 34 Hadith 10. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Hurairah narrated that the Messenger of Allah, S.A.W., said, "Dreams are of 3 types. The true dream, dreams about something that has happened to the man himself, and dreams in which the shaitan frightens someone. So whoever sees what he dislikes, then he should get up and perform salah. And he would say, I like fetters and I dislike the iron collar. And he would say, whoever has seen me, in a dream, then it is I, for indeed shaitan is not able to resemble me. And he would say, the dream is not to be narrated except to a knowledgeable person or a sincere advisor." Jami atTirmidhi 2280 Reference 34 Hadith 11. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Abdurrahman, as-Sulami, narrated from Ali, and I think he said, from the Prophet, S.A.W., who said, "Whoever lies about his dream, he will be required to not barely kernels on the day of judgment." Jami atTirmidhi 2281 Reference 34 Hadith 12. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Another chain. From Abu Abdurrahman as-Sulami, who narrated from Ali from the Prophet with similar narrations. He said, this narration is Hassan. There are narration on this topic from Ibn Abbas, Abu Hurairah, Abu Shurayh and Wathila bin al-Aska. Jami atTirmidhi 2282 Reference 34 Hadith 13. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Ibn Abbas narrated that the Prophet, S.A.W., said, whoever lies about having a dream, he will be required to knot 2 barley kernels together on the day of judgment. And he will never be able to knot them together. Jami atTirmidhi 2283 Reference 34 Hadith 14. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Ibn Umar narrated that the Messenger of Allah, S.A.W., said, while I was sleeping, I was brought a cup of milk and I drank from it. Then I gave what I had left to Umar bin al-Khattab. They said, how did you interpret it, O Messenger of Allah? He said, knowledge. Jami atTirmidhi 2284 Reference 34 Hadith 15. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Umama bin Sal bin Hunayf narrated from some of the companions of the Prophet, S.A.W., that the Prophet, S.A.W., said, while I was sleeping I saw people presented before me, and that they were wearing shirts. Some of them, the shirts, reaching their breasts, and some of them reaching below that. He said, then Umar was presented before me and he was wearing a shirt that was dragging. They said, how did you interpret that, O Messenger of Allah? He said, the religion. Jami atTirmidhi 2285 Reference 34 Hadith 16. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Umama bin Sal bin Hunayf narrated from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri that the Prophet S.A.W. said, similar in meaning, to number 2285. Jami atTirmidhi 2286 Reference 34 Hadith 17. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Bakr narrated, one day the Prophet S.A.W. said, who among you had a dream? A man said, I did. I saw as if a scale had descended from the heavens in which you and Abu Bakr were weighed, so you outweighed Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr and Umar were weighed, and Abu Bakr outweighed Umar. Umar and Uthman were weighed, and Umar outweighed Uthman. Then the scale was raised up. Then I saw dislike in the face of Messenger of Allah, S.A.W. Jami atTirmidhi 2287 Reference 34 Hadith 18. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Aisha said, the Messenger of Allah, S.A.W. was asked about Waraka. Khadijah said to him, he believed in you, but he died before your advent. So the Messenger of Allah, S.A.W. said, I saw him in a dream, and upon him were white garments. If he were among the inhabitants of the fire, then he would have been wearing other than that. Jami atTirmidhi 2288 Reference 34 Hadith 19. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Salim bin Abdullah narrated from Abdullah bin Umar about the dream of the Prophet S.A.W. and Abu Bakr and Umar. So he said, I saw that the people had gathered. So Abu Bakr drew a bucket or two buckets. In him was some weakness, and Allah forgive him. Then Umar stood to draw, and the bucket turned into a very large one. And I have never seen a strong man toiling so hard until it was as if the people had gathered at a camel watering hole. Jami atTirmidhi 2289 Reference 34 Hadith 20. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Salim bin Abdullah narrated from his father about the dream of the Prophet S.A.W. who said, I saw a black woman with unkempt hair going out of Al-Madinah, until she stood in Mabayah, and it is Al-Jufa. So I interpreted that to be an epidemic in Al-Madinah that would spread to Al-Jufa. Jami atTirmidhi 2290 Reference 34 Hadith 21. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Hurairah narrated that the Messenger of Allah, S.A.W. said, in the end of time, the dreams of a believer will hardly ever fail to come true, and the most truthful of them in dreams will be the truest in speech among them. And dreams are three types. The good dreams, which is glad tidings from Allah, dreams about something that has happened to the man himself, and dreams in which the shaitan frightens someone. So when one of you sees what he dislikes, then he should get up and perform salat. Abu Hurairah said, I like fetters and dislikes the iron collar. And fetters refers to being firm in the religion. He said, the Prophet, S.A.W. said, dreams are a portion among the 40_6 portions of prophethood. Jami atTirmidhi 2291 Reference 34 Hadith 22. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Ibn Abbas narrated fro Abu Hurairah that the Messenger of Allah, S.A.W. said, I had a dream while sleeping as if there were two gold bracelets in my hands which bothered me very much. So it was revealed to me to blow them off. I blew them off and they flew away. I interpreted THWM to be two liars who would appear after me. One of them Khaled Masalama of Yamama, and the other, Al-Ansi of Sana. Sahih. Jami atTirmidhi 2292 Reference 34 Hadith 23. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Abu Hurairah narrated that a man came to the Prophet s.a.w. and said, I had a dream of a cloud with shade dripping butter and honey. I saw the people scooping it up with their hands, some taking much and some taking little. I saw a rope extending from the sky to the earth. Then I saw you, O Messenger of Allah. You took hold of it and went up. Then a man took hold of it after you do so. Then a man took hold of it after him to do so. Then a man took hold of it and it was severed, and then connected for him, and he did so, that is, went up. Abu Bakr said, May my father and mother be ransomed for you, O Messenger of Allah. Allow me to interpret it. He said, Interpret it. So he said, As for the cloud with its shade, it is Islam. As for what the butter and honey that dropped from it, this is the Quran and its delicateness and sweetness. It means some of them gathered much of the Quran and some of them a little. As for the rope extending from the sky to the earth, it is the truth which you Jami atTirmidhi 2293 Reference 34 Hadith 24. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams are upon you clung to it and Allah exalted you. Then another man will take hold of it after you and ascend on it, then after him, another man will take hold of it and ascend on it. Then another man will take hold of it but it will break, then be connected so he will ascend on it. Inform me, O Messenger of Allah. Am I correct or am I mistaken? The Prophet s.a.w. said, You are correct in some of it and mistaken in some of it. He, that is, Abu Bakr, said, I swear to you by my father and my mother, O Messenger of Allah. Inform me in what I was mistaken? The Prophet s.a.w. said, Do not swear. Jami atTirmidhi 2293 Reference 34 Hadith 24. Jami atTirmidhi. Chapters on Dreams. Samura bin Jundub narrated, When the Messenger of Allah s.a.w. had led us in Subh, Fajr prayer, he turned to face the people and said, Did any of you have a dream during the night? He said, This hadith is Hasan Sahih. This hadith has been related from Awf and Jarir bin Hazim, from Abu Raja, from Sumara, from the Prophet s.a.w. with the story in its entirety. He said, This is how Bundar reported this hadith, with its brevity, from Wahib bin Jarir. Jami atTirmidhi 2294 Reference 34 Hadith 25.